Hey guys, I'm Rhett, and the following presentation is about James Farmer. I am going to teach you everything he did and everything he aspired to do during the Civil Rights Movement. And yeah. So, James Farmer sounds pretty average, right? Well, let's just say he was no average Joe. Growing up with his father, James Farmer Sr., and his mother, Pearl Houston, he seemed to have a pretty normal life. Since his father taught at Wiley College, James was pretty encouraged to get a good education. James's education was very important. He skipped several grades in elementary school and later at the age of 14 went to college and graduated in 1938. After graduating at Wiley College in 1938, he continued his career and went to Howard College and graduated from there in 1941. Later on in life, Jameson married a woman named Winnie Christie, but alas, their marriage had only lasted a year. 3 years later, James remarried to another woman named Lula Peterson. Their marriage went on, and they ended up having a beautiful baby girl named Tammy Lynn Farmer. Enough with his family life, let's talk about what he did during the Civil Rights Movement. James Farmer co-founded the Congress of Racial Equality in 1942. Along with that, he was also an architect for the CORE Freedom Ride in 1961. You are probably wondering, what is the Congress of Racial Equality? CORE was a program that went on protests to get rights for African Americans. The CORE Freedom Ride was where 7 black people and 6 white people went on 2 trips to Washington, D.C. They did this to test the Supreme Court's rulings in Boynton v. Virginia, which declared segregation in bus and rail stations unconstitutional. During the first few days, the ride wasn't so bad, only minor hostility, but after the second week, the riders were beaten. Times back then were so harsh. James was also a director for the NAACP, National Advancement for Colored People. The NAACP is pretty much an organization that's mission was to ensure the political, educational, social, and economic equality for all African Americans. As James grew older, his diabetes got worse and worse. Due to the diabetes, he lost his eyesight and could no longer use his legs. After his long struggle with diabetes, his civil rights activist lifestyle ended on July 9, 1999. There you have James Farmer's life from start to finish.